Good afternoon, everyone. I hope synergy is the word that tells us everything. If humanity moves in synergy, what we cannot achieve. Okay? We can achieve everything. Now, first and most important thing. You say yoga. Yoga means Yuja Yunjati Yoga. It is a Sanskrit word. Yuja Yunjati Yoga means merging your soul with the infinite soul of God. That is the purest form of yoga. Bhakta, devotion. Vibhakta nasave taris bhakta manave, Santa Ramdas. It means if you cannot be separated from this infinite soul of God, then you are the true devotee. Third thing, when you stay in that state of mind, when you have become yogi or a bhakta, that is known as Swarga, that is claimed by Santa Jnaneshwar. Okay? These are the purest form of yoga, bhakta and devotion. Now everybody knows where that has gone. Okay? In 1992, similarly, United Nations founded the Agenda 21. Later, it became the Millennium Development Goals, and later it became Sustainable Development Goals. In case we don't have the synergy to work on this, definitely we shall miss the bus that we missed with the yogi, bhakta and swarga, the state of mind. Why I am saying this? Because in case, just imagine you are traveling in a spaceship and there mundane work has to be done. That somebody has to fix a screw every half an hour. After 2-3 hours, he says, I done that. But maybe after 10 hours, boom, the spaceship is gone. And that is why we require such people who are yogi, the bhakta, devoted people, who are doing work is worship kind of a thing. Then only we can go to moon, Mars and beyond. Otherwise, definitely not. Now, apart from this, someone asked me, sir, from where the money will come? So we don't need warfare, we need welfare in fact. This, why I said warfare? Because there are countries, in 1983 we had 100,000 weapons of mass destruction with us, including 37,000 atom bombs with Russia and US and all these people. Go to the history, you'll find that there are at least 30 wars having 1 million people died. From where the money will come? To manufacture first atom bomb, we needed $1.2 billion. And you go to the dark market, dark web, you'll find it at $25 million only. Everything is available in the dark web. So the prices of atom bomb has come down, but look at the prices of the grains and medicines and education. It has gone up. Since 1945, the first stability test. Okay? So, apart from this, there was one scientist, Kardashev. He designed a scale 1, 2 and 3. First scale, if human beings utilize all their resources very well and we generate an energy, then we become the level 1 civilization. But when we go to raise ourselves next level and utilize our sun's energy properly, we become second level civilization. And the third level civilization is the civilization which uses the energy of the whole galaxy. In case another scientist was there who was known as Drake. He designed an equation wherein a lot of factors were there. Every star has, suppose there are 2 billion stars in a galaxy. So at least 1 in a 10 star has a planet. Then there are so many, he designed so many things that at least 1 billion stars have a living civilization which is intelligent civilization. Now if we happen to meet them, we should reach at least level 1 of Kardashev scale. And how can we achieve that? We definitely can achieve by achieving these sustainable development goals. In case we don't achieve the sustainable development goals, then we might be repeating the same mistakes that we are committing here. You know, sometimes somebody eats the chocolate and it walks like that and just throws away the wrapper. But that small mistake can cost in future the big things, that is 1.6 million liter. The plastic is there in the Pacific Ocean. So that much we are leaving behind, and we are not, cleaning that as well. So it means that it is more a behavior emergency than anything else for the human civilization. Now, humanity needs peace, not pieces. Every country has, top 10 countries, they have the budget more than $10 trillion. And it includes India as well. So we require peace. Shantata rahegi. At that time only we can achieve a lot of things. Sarve pi sukhinas santu, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kaschid dukha apniyat. We had the whole concept that has been designed into Sustainable Development Goals. If such a beautiful things are there since past, why we couldn't achieve? That we will have to think. Otherwise, our fossils will be willing to shake hand with the dinosaurs' fossils very soon. That is for sure. Now, COVID 2019 pandemic proved that in case jungles are wiped out and everything is wiped out, ice, caps also get melted, then there will be a lot of bacteria and viruses which can come into human domain, and our domain can get destroyed very soon. Okay? So we'll have to be very much aware about that. We'll have to build Serum Institute of India, which manufacture the vaccine for us in India, that kind of place in 100 countries at least. Okay. Now, there is best solution is the direct democracy, that everybody can come forward and give his suggestion, and the whole new humanity can work as a, 8 billion people as a unison, a complete one society, and we find a solution and go ahead. Okay. Now, if we believe we can definitely achieve that. Now, one of the best example is polio vaccination drive in India. We reached 1 billion kids at their doorsteps, schools, and so many places. Okay. How? Because everybody came forward, film stars, politicians, this person, that person, and they literally devoted everything free of cost advertisement. That is the spirit we require. One more spirit we require is, in 1967 to 69, Apollo 11 program was started by the NASA because they wanted to compete with the USSR, the Russia, to land on the moon. So once John F. Kennedy went into the NASA, janitor was cleaning the floor. He asked him, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm cleaning the floor because my scientists can work very well so that we can land on the moon and we can defeat the Russia." That is the spirit we require nowadays. If all 8 billion people try, then only it is possible. Otherwise, Millennium Development Goals will become million-year development goals. So we have to work 24/7 because we have to go to many dimensions. Now, achieving sustainable goals also requires that all the kids should be trained right from the younger age, so that they are emotionally intelligent, their IQ is better, their spiritual quotient is better, and they can, take care of such things. They will have better governance than what the governance is today. Now, we also have the knowledge of all the celestial body, maybe 90% celestial bodies in our solar system, 4-dimensionally. We can tell right now where the Mars is, where the Venus is, and we have the maps of them as well. Okay? So, only thing required is the willpower to achieve that. Who can stop us? It is definitely the humans. We have to become a supreme being taking care of all, than just, we have to evolve to supreme being, then devolve as a devilish being. Are we going to fight war for millions of years? No. Just divert that money towards this. divert 10 trillion, then maybe if 100 years you take it, diverted here, definitely we can achieve. There is a 100 years war between UK and France, but there why can't we have then 100 years peace? Okay, then during peace, if we divert the money and energy on this side, we definitely can achieve the sustainable development goals. Another factor, once somebody said, sir, you always talk about achieving education to all, how can we achieve it? I gave the example of Aadhaar card. For example, there are laborers who work day and night on certain project. For example, here a medical hospital to be built. 10,000 laborers are coming. Out of them, 100 have kids. Using Aadhaar card, they will study over here. Then, what happens? We will have a standard education system. If in the July, the education starts, then 5 subjects are there. English, mathematics and all those things are there. Then, in the first month, we will teach first 2 chapters of each subject. If the kids are studying in 5th grade, and in 6 months they finish the project, they would have completed 12 chapters. All over India standard system is there. From here, if they go to Surat, the nearest, the school will go pick up them and they'll take them to the school, and their parents will stay nearby as well. So that is the best solution. We have power now. I mean, we have the power, all the human beings. We just have to utilize it for the proper purpose. Okay, we are destroying ourselves towards mutually assured destruction, but we are not trying for Millennium Development Goals as well as Sustainable Development Goals. SDG first is end poverty in all its forms and everywhere. Who created the multidimensional poverty? It is the human beings only. Now, who has to get over of this? It is the human beings only. Poverty is a state of mind at this level as well as that level. If it is a poverty is a state of mind for the poor people, then it is the state of mind at the upper level as well. So we have to, as a synergy, we have to take care of that. End of hunger, achieve food security and improve nutrition and promote sustainable agriculture. Now, there are scientists who work day and night for, developing great grains. Those can provide the nutritious food to everyone. But there is a gap from scientific community to reach to the common man, common agriculture. We have to reduce that. And then only we will be able to develop good agriculture practices which can be used on the land as well as in the space age as well. Okay. Third, ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all at all ages. Already I said, Sarve Pisukana Santu, Sarve Santu Niramaya, this concept is already there. And I said, anti-polio vaccination can reach 1 billion. Then why cannot we, all the facility reach at all the people at their doorstep? It is possible. Corona has proved that. Ensure, that is the SDG 4 is quality education. Ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. Already I gave the example using Aadhaar card. Another thing is, rich countries are not acting proactively. Finland has achieved 100% literacy rate. Why cannot they come proactively and help India and other countries? We have to work proactively to achieve the synergy. There should not be difference between haves and have-nots. There are 100 cities in the world. Just one road decides, you are living in huts or living in 100-story building. So we have to take care of that. 5. Achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. Tell me, who took care of all of us? It is the mother only. Now, if mother is taking care of her children and creating good citizens, she doesn't expect anything. She is doing selfless work. But at the same time, monthly, some kind of income should be provided to her so that she becomes self-reliant even at sitting at home. Okay. And this is, I mean, gender equality we are talking in the 21st century. If we would have started in 1992, we would have achieved the Sustainable Development Goals. If NASA wouldn't have left moon program in 1972, we would have landed on the moon, created the moon colony there. So this short vision that USA wants to defeat Russia, that has to vanish. We should have, inclusive synergy. Then only we can achieve this, gender equality. Sixth one, ensure availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. There are 75% schools and colleges in the world, in the poor and developing countries, where these facilities are not there. And there are 135 countries where right to education is there. Only Finland has achieved 100% literacy, okay? So we have to take care of this. Seventh one, ensure access to affordable, reliable, sustainable and modern energy to all. You see, if solar power is sustainable, we should work on that. There are so many patents pending, dead patents, but they are so good patents that if they capitalize, then we can have better energy resources only using solar power as well. So, affordable and reliable, sustainable and modern energy we have to provide at grassroots level. How can a sitting Prime Minister in India say that 85%, he was right. Whatever we try to give it to the public doesn't reach at the grassroots level. So we have to ensure using the best of the best technology that it should reach at the grassroots level. 8. Promote sustained, inclusive and sustainable economic growth, full and productive employment and decent work for all. Tell me, there are, I calculated 101 countries where even the helmet to the construction worker is not provided. So we want to provide such kind of facilities not only to the roadside worker, but the teachers and all these people. A good working condition should be there, and that should be our aim. 9th SDG, build resilient infrastructure, promote inclusion and sustainable industrialization and foster innovation. I already said that there are many patents who are, dumped over there. We should utilize them so that innovation reaches at the grassroots level. And infrastructure, the best example is Japan. Even after tsunami in 2011, they, within 2 years, they recovered from that, and they have such buildings which can resist the earthquake and tsunamis. So the loss is less. Now 10th, reduce inequality within and among countries. Already said that why should two countries fight? Why the atom bombs, 8,000 atom bombs are pointed over 8,000 big cities around the world? And there are so many secret programs going on in the military. So we have to reduce inequalities among the countries and inside the country as well. Make cities and human settlement inclusive, safe, resilient and sustainable. Already said that one road divides haves and have-nots. So we have to avoid that. Making the cities sustainable so that after 1,000 years, for example, the city is looked after. Oh, what a vision they have created. That next generation should say. SDG 12, ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns. What for need, everything is there, but for greed, nothing is there on Mother Earth. Already we are consuming 1.7 times what Mother Earth can give us. So we have to ensure that our children take that much food in their plate which will not be wasted. This is the, charity begins at home. This is how we can ensure that. Next one. SDG 13, take urgent action to combat climate change and its impacts. This is the values, ethics and morality of human beings. That urgency is there. Your action should speak louder than words. We should give better things to your next generation. We should give more than we take. Then only we can fight the climate change. Otherwise, already the ice caps are melting. The seas are getting, polluted. Everything is polluted. 100 million hectares of land is converted into, the urban areas. And on this, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam said that we should have Pura concept, providing urban facilities in the rural areas. That we have to implement. SDG 14, conserve and sustainably use the oceans, seas, marine resources for sustainable development. There are 20% fishes which we are, taking out, but the people are not eating, but they are being thrown away. Who has given us power to kill those fishes? That's how you can, conserve the oceans. 15th SDG, protect, restore and promote sustainable use of territorial ecosystems, sustainably manage forest, combat desertification, and halt and reserve land degradation, and halt biodiversity loss. 100 years ago, there were 300 lakes in Bangalore. Now there are only 80 left. Just near the Bangalore, we should have all the industry. We destroyed almost 220 lakes. Same thing is happening everywhere. I shall quote one incident. In 1996, once I was traveling from Gorewada to Dadar, on the Andheri station, somebody pushed me out of the local. I landed into the police station because it was at the gate. And police, there was one person who was crying over there, my 5,000 rupees pocket has been stolen. Immediately, he said, for what purpose you require 5,000? He said, my mother is a cancer patient. For that purpose, I withdrawn 5,000 rupees. Immediately on the walkie-talkie, he talked to one inspector and said, call that person and tell him that if the pocket is not complete or fully filled, I shall give you 100 hunters. That is the intelligence available nowadays. All the satellites are there. Everything is there. Then why cannot we achieve, why the jungle loss and why much the killing and all those things are there? Animals are being killed. Why this cannot be stopped? Now 16th SDG, promote peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development, provide access to justice for all and build effective, accountable and inclusive institutions at all levels. Already I have given the example of intelligence. In accountability also, it is possible. That kind of AI systems are there. A robo having a positive feeling can develop, a city on Mars as well for us. He should have only positive feeling. That is the only thing we require. Also, around the world, 100 million cases are there pending in the court. Is it a justice? No. So we have to think about equality, equanimity, and thinking everybody as a human being. And the final goal is 17th. Strengthen the means of implementation and revitalize the goal partnership for sustainable development. I shall give one example. In the International Space Station, all the countries are working together, including Russia, China, USA, everybody. But on the land, they are pointing out, ICBM. The missiles are pointing to each other. This has to stop. Then only we can achieve sustainable development goals, and then only we can go to Moon, Mars and beyond. And that is the synergy we have to achieve. Thank you very much.